Alright, so I decided to make a video today where I'm going to talk about an idea that I have. And so we're first going to start off by going through some of these bins and showing off what I have in here. But I want to explain why I'm doing this. So I came up with this idea that I want to do something called March Mock Madness in the month of March. So I'm going to pick Saturday as my day where I'm going to do 4 different mocks, and each Saturday I'm going to have one mock complete. So it's going to be like smaller mocks, probably about like this size of mock, like I don't know what base plate that is, but basically a pretty small mock. And so I'm going to be doing 4 of them, and each one's going to be on Saturday of March. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do for that. So today the Clone Wars Season 7 first episode just dropped, which was pretty cool. Again, I've already seen it because it was the just the Bad Batch episode, the first one, and it was the the same episode that was the unreleased one, just finished up and looking really good. So it was a cool episode, but I've seen it before, so nothing too cool or anything. But yeah, I am thinking of either doing 4 mocks from the Clone Wars, or I could do 1 mock for the prequel era, 1 mock for the Clone Wars era, 1 mock for the original trilogy era, and then 1 mock for the sequel trilogy era. So I could do it like that, but I don't know. So that's why I want to go through here and show off like what I have exactly for my Star Wars collection minifigure wise, and kind of go through that and maybe decide by the end of this video which era I want to do, or if I want to do all 4 different eras, that kind of idea. So yeah, I'm gonna start by going through this top one here. So this is my clone / Imperial Army / Mandalorian bin, and we have like a couple Jedi and stuff in here. So we have this cup here with Imperial guys, which I'm gonna move for a second because that's not really what I want to go through first. So yeah, just gonna place that there, and then get this bag out of here. So this is the like accessories bag of all the different stuff the clones come with. So we're just gonna drop that. And yeah, this cup has the 4 Mandalorian figures from the old Mandalorian battle pack. So 4 of these guys, if I want to do some sort of Mandalorian thing, I only have 4 of them, so probably won't do anything about that. And then we just have a whole bunch of different clones. So some of them are have been hit with a Sharpie and they're customized, like this guy. He's the old 2005 clone, and he got customized as a kid with Sharpie, which is supposed to be Commander Grey. And it actually doesn't look too bad for young me. I don't know how old I was back then, probably like 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, around that age. So yeah, we got a bunch of different clones. We have 8 of the newer clones from the Jedi Clone Battle Pack, so I'm probably going to want to use those guys, because I have a bunch of these old Clone Wars ones, but they're not the best looking figures ever. And so I don't know if I'll use them or if I'll just use these guys, which if I did use them, it would have to be like 1 Clone Wars mock with only these like Phase 1 guys. I don't have any of the new Phase 2 ones. The only Phase 2 ones I have are the old 2005 ones, which one of them is customized. And then do I have just the basic one? Yeah, I have this guy. He's missing arms apparently, but that's okay. So yeah, we have him, and then we have some Kashyyyk guys. So I could do some sort of Kashyyyk mock. So I have 4 of these guys plus 1 that's sitting on the ATRT, and then Commander Gree. So we have a couple of them, and we have some Wookiees as well, which I can show later. So I might do a Kashyyyk based mock, like some sort of little vignette for that. I don't know. And again, these mocks are probably going to be really small, like little vignettes kind of thing, a lot like this. And so you can see we have Jawas and some Tusken Raiders, just to show like which minifigures I have. And then in this bin, this is my droid bin, so including this guy. I need to get rid of him for right now. But so yeah, these are all the droids I have in the CIS guys. So a bunch of them, I don't know the exact number. I did count these at one point, but I forget what it is. So we have these guys, we have 2 commando droids, and a couple super battle droids. So I could easily do some sort of droid mock with these guys. We have 2 Geonosian guys, so we have this guy and the zombie looking guy. And then we have 2 Newt Gunrays. One is from the, what's it called? The Advent Calendar. One's from the shuttle that he came in. And then we have the old 2005 Grievous back there. We have another one as well sitting over there. We got like 3 pilot droids, 4 pilot droids, and then 1 commander droid. So yeah, and we also have the AAT drivers as well. So yeah, we have a couple of them, or a lot of droids actually, so I could definitely do something with droids. And then this bin is the probably most full bin, and we have a lot of Jedi and stuff. still these. Haven't made a video yet. I'm gonna try and get a tripod soon, and I can maybe make a video on that. So this is basically my Simple Trilogy bag. So I can probably dump this out on the table later and go through exactly who's in here. But yeah, we got some Resistance people, some Stormtroopers, stuff like that. This is my bag full of lightsabers, which I'll just move right now. This is lightsaber hilts, and then what is this? Oh, these are a bunch of guns and things, blasters, whatever you want to call them. So, jeez, stabbed my hand. That hurt a little bit, but that's okay. We have this Stormtrooper who is part of the Advent calendar from this year, so I'll just drop him down here. So we have some Wookiees, as I mentioned, and yeah, just a couple different figures. We have the old Anakin, some Barrisoffies. This is, oh, that's a Naboo person. Never mind, I was trying to figure out who that is. Yeah, we just have a bunch of different figures. I'm actually going to bring this out a little bit so you can see this better. We have some bounty hunters. We got a bunch of droids over there. Old 2005 Obi-Wan Anakin, the Luke from the Celebration or whatever on Yavin 4. Just a bunch of different figures in here. So, yeah, you can just see like different ones I have. A couple different Reys. We have Han Solo from the TIE Fighter, same with the Mud Trooper there. Probably won't make any kind of Han Solo mock or Solo movie mock because I don't really have anything. The only set I have is the, oh, what is it called? The Battle Pack, the Range Trooper Battle Pack or whatever. And then we have a couple figures, which I just bought on Bricklink from Matt the Brickwiz, actually. So, yeah, I just only have those two figures. Beckett is back there in the corner, and then I guess the Solo TIE Fighter counts as a solo set, but not really. Oh, okay, we just pushed this back a lot, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, those are really my only bins. I was gonna go through these, but I don't need to do that right now. So these are my 3 Star Wars bins, and then I'll actually go over here. So these are all my Rebel figures. We have some of the Fleet Trooper guys, and then we have different Hoth Trooper guys and the pilots and things. So that's for a different mock that I'm doing. I can still do some sort of Hoth mock as well if I wanted to. I could just make like a trench or something to represent episode 5. And then also I wanted to go through this little bucket of guys here. So I'll just dump these out. Oh, one guy fell. That's okay. So this is actually a custom figure that I made a long time ago. This is supposed to be a 212th Airborne Trooper. I'm going to try and maybe get all the stuff off of this guy at some point. I did that for a lot of these figures, and some of them didn't work too well. Some of them did, like this old Stormtrooper. He still has some, like, it's hard to tell, but there's like a little bit of blue on him from when I was a kid. So I used nail polish remover to get rid of the Sharpie and stuff on these guys. So some of it worked, some of it didn't work. We have TIE pilots, one of the newer ones from one of the microfighters, I think, or a battle pack. No, that's from the Solo TIE Fighter. And we have the old, really old TIE pilots. We have the old Shadow Trooper. I didn't get any of the new 20th anniversary battle pack, and I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get one. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to Walmart on Saturday, actually, which is tomorrow by the time I'm filming this. So I'm gonna try and see if they have any of those left there. But if they don't, oh well. I don't love the new Stormtroopers that much. I have one new Stormtrooper, which is from, no, 2. One from the Dewback Microfighter set, and then one from the Leia and Luke set. What is it called? The Death Star thing. I forget. You know, the one I made a video about a while ago. So going through the figures, we have this officer guy. We have a couple snowtroopers, a couple old stormtroopers, and the AT-AT driver as well. That's from a battle pack. We have one of the crew member guys for the Death Star. Same with this guy here. And then I think, oh, that's another TIE pilot, one of the old ones as well. So yeah, just a couple Imperial guys. Not a whole lot in my Imperial army, as you can see. It's pretty small. But yeah, that's just kind of a look at what I have. So I have a lot of clone stuff. I might do it just all 4 Clone Wars mocks. Haven't decided yet. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna try and find out and see like what kind of mocks I could make, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like once I do that. Okay, before I go through my plans and stuff, I forgot that I didn't show these guys off. So this is my sequel trilogy minifigure collection, basically. So up here in the first order, we got 2 snow troopers, 2 flame troopers, 4 normal stormtroopers, this guy from the Advent calendar with the little mini turret thingy, 3 of the Praetorian Guards, which is from the battle pack, and then we have the this is actually a was he like First Order Crew or whatever those three guys are, but he's mainly the guy in episode 8 who's in the shuttle with Kylo Ren and General Hux. Then we got General Hux here, an officer guy, two First Order TIE pilots, and two of the Executioner guys. So now for just like other named characters and stuff, we have 3 different Reys. So we have Last Jedi Rey, and then 2 different Episode 7 Reys, and then we have Chewbacca, which is from the Advent Calendar, and then we have Luke, which is from the Octu Island as well, Luke, and then we have Old Man Luke from the Advent Calendar as well, and then we have 2 different Kylo Rens. Don't know where his head went, but that's okay. I'm sure I could find it. And then he's the one with the exclusive face print from the newer set, which is what she's from, which is the Starkiller base duel. And then going on to the Resistance people, we have Poe from the Resistance Battle of Crate or whatever thing. I forget what it's called, but the Ski Speeder set. And then Holdo, another Poe, and we got some pilots. These guys are from the Resistance Bomber. And then we have... Oh crap, I forget his name. He's Matt from Heroes, but I forget what the actual name is of his character. Is it Snaps Wexley or something? I forget. Anyways, we have him from the Resistance A-Wing. We have Tally from the A-Wing Microfighter. Then we have a couple Resistance soldiers, which are from the... those 2 are from the Battle Pack, which I got on eBay over the summer. Then we have her from the same set that Hux was from, the Assault Walker or whatever, I forget what it's called. And then him from the... Oh, I forget his name. Crap. General something, I forget his name, but he's from the Resistance Ski Speeder set. We have the officer guy from the Battle Pack, and then her, which I also forget her name. Leia's daughter, I forget her name. Billy Lord, I think, is the actor's name, but whatever. We have her from the A-Wing as well. So we have quite a few people here from the sequel trilogy. Oh, we also have the this minifigure, the C-3PO with the red arm. So yeah, this is my sequel trilogy collection. So if I make a mock, this is what I have to choose from, basically. So I could do some kind of mini Battle of Crate thing, kind of like the Hoth idea that I had. And then we have, like, maybe I could do some sort of duel thing with Rey and Kylo Ren against the Praetorian Guards. There's a couple of different things I can do. There's not a whole lot I can do, but yeah, this is what I have. And then I'm going to now go to the planning stage where I try and maybe come up with some ideas for different mocks. Okay, so I did some planning for my March Mock Madness stuff and came up with a couple ideas. There's still 2 ideas that I'm not really sure about. So I came up with the idea that I think I want to do, like, instead of doing 4 different mocks from the 4 different, like, eras of Star Wars, I decided I just want to do, like, really whatever works with my collection, basically. It's kind of what I decided. So for the prequel era kind of stuff, I decided that my collection is really geared towards Kashyyyk. So I'm going to do a beach mock for Kashyyyk. And so I have, like, this stuff here. This is obviously not what it's going to look like, but I have, like, some Wookiees here, and I have 5 of these, 5 of the Scout Trooper guys. They're not Scout Troopers, the 41st Elite Troopers or something like that, I forget. But, yeah, and then we have another Wookiee guy here in the Catamaran. I won't be using these sets at all, I just had these over here, because I need to take the figures from them. Need to get him out of there, actually. But that's okay. So, yeah, that's the first mock I'm going to work on, and I actually am probably going to put in a Bricklink order for this stuff today, and I'll maybe talk about that once I actually do it. I'm still not 100% sure about it yet. And so one of the other mock ideas I have is to do a Battlefront 2 mock, so having the First Order versus the Resistance on Aegon Kloss, I think is what it's called, which is from Episode 9. It's the basically the copycat planet of what is it? Not Dantooine, Yavin 4. And so, I mean, it's from Episode 9, and well, you guys will find out later that I don't love that movie, but I mean, it's just a cool idea of having, like, the First Order versus the Resistance, and it's a cool looking planet, so even if it's not from the best movie ever, but that's okay. So, and then we had, like, some sequel mock ideas. I was thinking about doing Maz's Castle from Takodana. I think I'm going to do that, and that's some of the pieces for that is in the Bricklink order, which I can talk about later. And we had some, or I had some, not we, it's just me here. I had some ideas about doing, like, a crate vignette or something. It's not how you spell that word, but whatever. doing Rey and Kylo versus the Praetorian Guards, and I also had an idea of doing that scene from Episode 8 where Poe is there with his friend. And he's like, "Wait, that's Admiral Holdo, like Kyber Run or whatever." And then the guy next to him was like, "Yeah, totally, dude." And so I was thinking of just doing that scene for I don't know why, just for some reason. Yeah, I decided not to do that. So instead, I'm probably gonna do Maz's Castle. And I had some original trilogy ideas, doing like a Hoth little vignette thing, and maybe even doing like a Death Star mock idea, either like Luke and Leia in there, or maybe like something else. I'm not 100% sure. So I have 3 good ideas of what I'm going to be doing. The original trilogy, I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to do anything from that. I was going to do more Clone Wars stuff, but I just, like, I don't have the right figures for things. Like, when I was thinking about different ideas to do, I was like, oh, well, I need that person. I need that person, which I don't have, and that kind of thing. So, like, I really, really like the Umbara arc in the Clone Wars Season 5, I think. And I have no 501st Troopers, and I don't have Captain Rex, right? So I need those figures, and I don't have them, and that's going to take a lot of money to do that. And also time, because I don't know if they would get here in time as well, is the problem. Same with that Bricklink order. I'm not 100% sure. That's why I haven't totally decided on doing it yet, but I probably will do it, because I still have time. I could put Kashyyyk and the Takodana last, really, and then just work on this one. Although they're all, like, kind of similar to each other, like they're all like really foresty mocks, which I mean that's not really a big problem. So maybe I could do something totally different with the original trilogy, which would be like Hoth or something, which would be very different, right? So yeah, that's kind of my ideas for right now, and I'll probably end this video here, or I might actually no, I won't, because I'm going to show something else, but I'll do that later. So you guys will see that in a second, which will probably be the next day for me. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. So this is the final part of the video with a little mock that I've made. So it's not finished yet, but it's mostly done. So Rich Boy J here on YouTube is doing a contest for making a Coruscant speeder, and I decided to try my hand at it. So it's due on March 13th. So I still have a couple, like, few days, really like a week to get it done. And it's basically almost done. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do on the top. But this is kind of what I got so far. So this is like a teal color scheme with black and some dark tan as well. And I actually, for the base of it, you might be able to see, I used the TIE Fighter wing from the Junior's TIE Fighter. So it's kind of a cool idea. I wanted to see if I could use that part, and I did. And we had this little like windshield thing happening, and I haven't filled the space here yet, which I need to do, because I did that back here. And actually a pretty cool way. I just have these big dishes, and then they have like this little clip or whatever thingy here, like a bracket, and then a cone. It doesn't really even need to be a cone, and then it just kind of, whoops, sits in that hole right there, and it's the same on the other side. So I was kind of happy about that. And the engine is a cool design. I wanted to use the Nexonite backpack armor thingy, and I was able to, and it actually looks kind of cool. So just kind of sitting in there, and yeah, the top of this I want to be sort of like almost like a little table for people to kind of chill at, so it's like a little luxury speeder kind of thing. Haven't really decided how I'm going to do that, but yeah, that's what it looks like for now, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. I've never built anything like this before. I've never made a speeder, like, ever, or really any kind of vehicle, so I think it looks kind of cool. It looks a little kind of weird, but I think it fits the aesthetic pretty well. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm probably not going to win the contest, but who knows, right? So if I don't submit it, I won't win for sure, right? So I'm going to try. I'm going to fix this up, and then I will upload that to the contest and all that. So that's the end of this video, and I will see you guys pretty soon with more March Mock Madness stuff, because that's starting tomorrow, really. So you'll see this. Actually, it's tomorrow for me. It's today for you guys, because you'll be watching this on Sunday, but for me, I'm recording this on Saturday. And yeah, I will see you guys pretty soon, and thanks for watching.